A reading from Psalm 110. We shall drink from the stream by the wayside, right here. Therefore, we shall lift up our head. Before my trapdoor experience and contemplative practice that followed, I had the wrong idea about spirituality. I was in a transactional mode of, if I do this, I will get that. Contemplation straightened out my approach to life. Every day, I gave an hour to God, not being sure if I was doing it right. I didn't even know what contemplation was, but I kept doing it. I kept on opening my heart to God for an hour each day. The results were never what I could have imagined. My perspective changed. My life changed. Daily contemplation was an even stronger injection of love and grace than my trapdoor experience. Love poured in the silence. Accepting it, I was healed little by little. I was being freed. Jesus was releasing bonds that held me that I didn't know I was being held by. He said he would do this in Luke 4:18. I have come to free the captives. I was a captive of the false program of happiness, of trying to attain others' respect and esteem. I didn't see it before. Gradually, it became clear. Thomas Keating says the gospel admonition of repent really means change your mind. That was happening in contemplation in the silence. I had been way off course. God took me by the heart and slowly showed me reality. This is what contemplation does. I had been asleep, on automatic pilot, thinking I would find happiness in the wrong places. I was in denial there was a huge problem, and my husband needed help I could not give. My point of view was mostly the false program of happiness, of transactionally getting others' approval and respect for what I did. I learned that was a waste of time because I was already unconditionally loved. I was trying to save my marriage that way. The more I tried, the worse it got. Finally, a priest helped me. I had asked him about Jesus' instructions to turn the other cheek. This is what I was doing. I was responding lovingly to my husband's selfish and controlling behavior. It wasn't working. The priest told me that the whole theology of that gospel message was to strike a chord in the heart of the other that would cause a conversion of heart and mind. That wasn't happening. So I began to see also I wasn't honoring my own dignity. With confidence received from contemplative prayer, I slowly stopped trying to earn approval. We shall drink from the stream by the wayside, right here. Therefore, we shall lift up our head. Discernment of true reality was pouring in the more I contemplated. Soon I realized the futility of my previous behavior. I began to feel more confident. Then I was able to see how my husband was using me to serve his selfish whims. More than that, I saw that he wasn't loving me at all. I had been thinking I had to stay in our marriage no matter what because I had promised. I realized we didn't have what a real marriage is, a covenantal relationship. It was one-sided. Then I knew I had to leave. What I was leaving was a facade, not a marriage. It was important to save the children. I took my sons and left. We stayed with friends. Like Joseph knew he had to take his family into Egypt. I knew it was our way to safety. Dear friends blessed us by sheltering us in their home and feeding us until I could get on my feet. Through it all, we were with Beloved. Contemplation kept me close to God. We shall drink from the stream by the wayside, right here. Therefore, we shall lift up our head. The next chapters of my life were bumpy, but we had seatbelts. I continued drinking the water. After my 30-day retreat with the Jesuits a few years later, God gave me the message of Psalm 110. They were confirming what had been happening all along since my trapdoor experience. This important message is still important to me today. What it means to me is this: we have a stream right here next to us, no matter where we are. It is God's Spirit coming to us. In deep contemplation, or saying prayer, or any non-dual practice, by drinking or centering, we are connected intimately with God to live God's way. If we want to have a close relationship with God, this is how we do it. Being with Beloved is connecting our true self with our true I am, who is much greater than our little ego. It's about being with Beloved first, and what we do together. How has your practice helped you get close to God?